Ladies and gentlemen, next, let me take the privilege of introducing Mr. Tian, who is the Managing Director of Liri Tent Technology, a China-based firm specialized in tent management. Mr. Tian has an MBA degree from National University of San Diego, and in October 2011, he started working at Liri Tent Technology, whose Managing Director he is. Let's welcome him with a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello. Hi, good afternoon. Thank you, Frank. Thank you. Lausberger, honestly, Lausberger is a good tent company. Very good quality. This one is for sure. Lausberger like old brother for us because Lausberger have very long history. Liri is only 20 years history. So that's one. We have a lot to learn, that's for sure. Thank you, Frank. Okay. A little bit quick introduction about the Liri tent. I didn't put too much information in this PowerPoint. It's only about 15 minutes, so I'm going to talk about more about the structures. I'm the second generation of Liri tent. My father-in-law, he started Liri tent. We are the first generation of tent company in China. Actually, my father-in-law, he's the founder of Liri tent. He's the founder of China tent. So he's engineer. He's not like a boss. He always working very hard. He's every day working on the midnight. So make us have to working hard because he's working very hard. We cannot play around. So, okay. So here's about my knowledge because I'm the youngest speaker in this event. So I'm just sharing what I know. Probably not very exactly, but I've been travel a lot. Each year I've been to about 20, 30 countries. So I get some knowledge, but if something wrong, just feel free to stop me. Okay. At the beginning, when I involved in this business, more knowledge is about the tent. It's more for parties, outdoor events, for weddings. But now, after I involved in the business for 4 times, I actually started involved in this business in 2009, and then becoming 4 times is 2011. Then I feel the usage of outdoor structures changing more and more for commercial exhibitions, which is like today why we are here, and sports games, some like Olympic Games, Asian Games, and European Games. So, and for warehousing, hotels, aircraft hangars, and more. So that's my feeling about the outdoor structures. It's changing more usage. So we are the outdoor structures, but not buildings. So compare the outdoor structure and the buildings installation fast. That's the outdoor structure. And no complicated permit. I think that's very important. The permit is, I think it's a worldwide issue. Everybody in any country, they have always have some permits. In China, I mean, to apply the permit for buildings takes very long time. You need to send the drawings, send the different, more than 10 departments to get a stamp, and then construction, inspection, well, that takes very long time. So that's outdoor structures and advantages. And then recycle all structure. What I mean recycle is like after events, after what we use, the function, after the function, then we take everything back. Probably after a couple time or after years, we need maintenance or we need to replace parts, but we recycle most of the structures. Of course, less expensive, that's for sure. That cost is much less expensive than buildings. Easy to remove to different locations. That's one. if you are in the outdoor structure business, if you're in tent business, you will know that's quite easy to move around. Okay, here's the what I'm saying, the building, some like structures. This one is more like temporary modular buildings. Actually, it's not what we do. This is the structure probably is going to be popular, but not in outdoor structure tent business. So that's a different way. Okay, here's the most design, which from I know tent, then this is my first lessons, first class from Liri tent. You see the first page on the top, that's Canton Fair, which is doing now. We're the supplier for there. Right now we have like a 60,000 square meter for the Canton Fair. The first phase of the Canton Fair just done today. After 5 days, the second phase we are starting. So that's the Canton Fair. That's what India right now we mostly use. Then see the bottom, the pagoda and the clear top side walls for the auto events, and also on the right side one. That's the most size and shape everybody see in the market. That's also is the most popular one. Later, I'm gonna explain a little bit about why this one is most popular. Then, after more and more requirements, there's a shape difference. The high peak, round tent, polygonal tents, curved tents, the dome roof tent, and also the round tent. You see the right side on the bottom one, that's the permanent. It's for venue in Miami. That will be put there almost 3 years and have very good feedback. And that one is in the Middle East. Curved one is for church. So that's also is permanent usage. So it's pretty good for different shape to see. But the curved one and dome roof one is not really good for transportation because the beam is curved. When you transfer, excuse me, when you do the transportation, the curved beam, they'll use more space. Even you put in the container shipped to different countries, that will use more space. If you inland transportation, you put on the truck, also use more space. Not like a straight beam, that will save a lot of space. So that's why the first, the A-shape, normal A-shape is the most popular one, and until now is the most popular now. Until now is the hot sales for us, but this one is getting more and more popular and for some semi-permanent usage. Excuse me. Okay, see here, on the top left side, that's a showroom in my company. That's one is double-decker and with horizontal glasses. Also, is inflatable rooftop. That's the it can like save energy design. We put there is almost 3 years for showroom. It's looking very nice. And on the right side, on top, that's the last month actually. That's the last month in Las Vegas. We set up for Sanyi. That's also is double-decker. The cube is an inflatable rooftop. That one was in Las Vegas in March. I was there during the installation. I take a look. That Sanyi is a heavy machine company. And you see the bottom, that's the Golf in Europe, and also the Infinity car showroom. So that's what I'm going to say is like, this is more customized structures, can be used for semi-permanent. They have them, they can do for like showroom, auto, like car 4S shop, and some like a showroom, furniture showroom, office. That's the usage, and also is one of the future for the outdoor structure. Okay, this one in China, Qingdao, That's, you see, that's a 40-meter wide dome roof. That totally is about 15,000 square meters with all glasses, 8 meters side high. It could be double decker, but they didn't use second floor. They used like open hall inside. You see the around there, that's an exhibition center. They were used to like rent tent from us for exhibition, then they bought everything. Now it's permanent exhibition center in Qingdao. It's close to the ocean. You see, that corner is ocean corner. So they are testing my structure every day. It's a very strong wind over there. It's good testing. So the customer very happy and we're very happy. It's permanent. So the semi-permanent exhibition hall also could be the future for the outdoor structure. Then hotels, resorts. That hotels and resorts, they require more design, like decorations, outside shape and different colors, and because hotels, different hotels, not too many hotels want some structure like white fabric, the same shape, and modular is not attractive. So the hotels want something structures looking nice, different color, and then especially they can design it for themselves. So the hotels also is the outdoor structures. It's especially for some area, the mountains, lake, some area cannot build some permanent structure.